You don't have a discipline problem. You have a starting problem. And what actually moves you is a decision you make before you feel ready. And I've made the wrong decisions for years. So every Sunday I lay in my bed, I plan out my week, detailed, clean, how everything should go. And the next day on Monday I wake up and at 9 a.m. everything is gone. Not because something went wrong, because I waited to feel ready again. And right now, there are millions of people out there that are waiting to feel ready to start something. And in 2026, the average man has 4 projects in his head that he didn't start because he waits to feel ready. And you heard me right, 4 projects. And not because they don't have talent, it's just because they're waiting for the right moment to come. But as you might know, the right moment don't exist. And I've done this more than once, and here is what actually broke it. So let me show you what I mean with that. So most people out there think that starting is a motivation problem. So either you feel like it or you don't. And if you don't feel like it, you wait for the right moment. You wait for the right energy, for the right circumstances, but they never come. And I used to wait for it anyway. So the more I tell myself that idea, the more preparation I needed, the better setup I needed, the more information I need to make this idea in my head bigger and bigger. The idea in my head grew and grew, and one day it was so big that I cannot even start because I don't have all this setup right now. So I had an idea for a YouTube channel 2 years before I started or uploaded my first video. And I know what I wanted to say. I know the story, I had the camera, but I never really recorded because I thought that the camera wasn't even good, that I hadn't the right lighting, that the setup was maybe bad, that the script wasn't even tight. So I'd close the screen on the camera, put it back on the shelf and tell myself I do it next week when I have the better camera. So next week came, I didn't have the better camera back then, and the only thing that I had was this idea in my head sitting there, getting bigger and bigger by minute. And that is not a discipline problem. That's a perfectionism, right? That's a perfectionism trap. And perfectionism is just a trap, or is just fear with a different mask on it. And here's what I actually noticed back then. The longer I wait, the more perfect the idea must be, because I had invested so much time of myself into this idea. I cannot fall because the camera was not right. And every time I waited longer, the idea got bigger and bigger and heavier while I was still small. And this is the exact cycle I've been stuck, and you probably are stuck the same, because every time you have an idea, you wait because you have fear to fail. And every time the fear grows, and every time the idea grows, the fear grows too. And every time you want to start, you're feared about to fail, so you perfect the plan more and more, and every time the fear gets bigger and bigger. And that's the cycle that nobody talks about, that this is the right point to exit, because there will never be a good point to start. And the longer you plan it out, the longer you push it way further in your future and you stay the same. So the cycle repeats it over and over again, over months, over years, until that idea in your head dies. And if you ever had an idea in your head that was living from months there without even moving, you know that feeling, you know that weight, you know that guilt, and you know exactly what you should do day by day, but you just procrastinate. And this is not laziness, this is avoidance. And avoidance has a big cost to it. And the cost is very dangerous, because every day you delay something or you tell you something that you don't start, you pay a small price for it. Self-respect, confidence, or even energy. And you don't notice it from today to tomorrow, it's not noticeable, but over 6 months you will feel it, you will feel that guilt, you will feel small and useless. And this is very dangerous, because it doesn't announce itself from today on tomorrow. It announces itself after you repeat it day by day, after you delayed your dreams for a year or a half of a year. And that's the dangerous part, because it's not noticeable at the beginning. And here's the shift I made. So I just clicked upload on that first video, not because it was perfect, because I wanted to be bad on purpose. So what do I mean with that? So the lighting was very bad. My voice was shaking. I stumbled upon sentences on sentences and didn't make a right scene, and I didn't cut that video right back then. So I just hit upload anyway, because I know what it costs to not upload and to upload, to have the idea in your head for months. So I uploaded anyway. And the second video I uploaded was way easier. Not because that I magically became good at making videos, because I had proof that I can start something. And this is what most people get wrong about starting something. It's not about the project, it's all about you. It's about your words you tell yourself that you can show up even though you don't want to make this video, for example. This is the point everyone gets wrong, because it's not all about the idea that you have the perfect idea, and so it's all about you. If you can deliver what you said or not. So what are you waiting for? And I know what you're waiting for. You're waiting for someone to give you permission to start, to tell you that it will work out, to tell you that it's a good idea, to show you that you won't embarrass yourself online, that this will definitely work. But let me tell you something, this is not true. There will nobody come to say you that stuff. And the only one who can give you that permission to start something is not me. It's not a random dude online or outside of your friend group, it's you. So you need to make a promise to yourself, not when the planning is ready, not when you have the best idea and the best equipment, right now after this video. I want you to make a promise for yourself that you can start today, regardless how it looks, regardless of your idea. It doesn't matter if you have money on the side or not, just start that damn idea. I want that you made a promise to yourself to start today, because the version who starts today is already way ahead of the person who didn't start today. And this isn't a motivational quote, these are just facts. Because every time you start something, you start to move, this is evidence to your brain that it shows you that you're different, that it's possible. All it took for me was one button click away. So I spent over years of planning, and I never hit upload. And one start, that's all it takes to break that cycle. And for me, it took over years to click one button on YouTube. And that button was the upload button. And since then, I never stopped, because I was keep moving and moving, because I know I could start something when I move something. So every time you have an idea in your head, start it right now, immediately. Then you will see if it pays out or not, if it's good or not. If you never try, you will never know. And you don't need to be ready on that, trust me. You just need to be willing of starting something, willing of feeling ashamed in public, to fail in public, to be seen trying something new that nobody wants to try. So this is what it takes to start something actually. So on a scale of 1 to 10, tell me, how ready are you to start a project that you're postponing for years and years? Tell me in the comments, write a number down below. I want to see your number, I want to see where you stand, and I will reply to all of the comments. So your project isn't waiting for the right time, it's waiting for you to start. So if that specific point of starting your project, of starting something, clicked something inside you, hit that like button so I can see that you want more of that videos, so I can make more of that videos for you. So that's with this video. You can click out this video to see my latest upload, and YouTube and I think that this is the most fitted video to you, and you probably need this the most. And as for that, thank you for watching guys, and I am rooting for you.